Hey all, Dr. Jared here, coming to you with this week's thought of the week, which is what is the effect of artificial sweeteners on your body? So when we say artificial sweeteners, we're talking about things like diet soda, sucralose, sweet and low, equal, Splenda. Now, these things do have 0 calories, but they actually are pretty detrimental to your health. In fact, they are known to, over the long term, cause some pretty severe effects on your body. They're more linked to increases in type 2 diabetes and actually weight gain, among other things. But the reason is, or what they are, first of all, they're a sugar molecule that's had a chemical modification so that your body can't process them. But they're similar enough to sugar that they give off a sweetness. So, how that works in your body in most cases is the artificial sweeteners consumed. It tastes mostly sweet. For those of you that consume these on a regular basis, you notice there is a little bit of bitterness at the end. But what your body does is then turns around and releases insulin, assuming that your body's consuming sugar. So what that does is it leaves insulin in your bloodstream, which causes you to be hungry or crave carbohydrates, as well as affecting the insulin sensitivity receptors in your cells. So over time, you tend to gain weight because it makes you hungry. It also affects the likelihood that you become diabetic for type 2 diabetes. And because it's a known neurotoxin, it damages your neurology. Artificial sweeteners are linked to tremors. They're linked to MS. They're linked to cancer. They're linked to all sorts of diseases that people don't mean to get or don't want to get, certainly. And yet a lot of people are consuming them thinking it keeps them from gaining weight. And the overwhelming majority of studies that people can watch or look at actually shows that it does the exact opposite. So it would make sense logically to consume a 0 calorie sweetener if you're trying to lose weight or not gain weight. But unfortunately, it does not work in your system. Now, there are some healthier alternatives, things like stevia and xylitol, which have certainly been popularized. While they're not perfect, they are much more natural. So stevia is probably the most common. It is like Zevia Pop is a much better alternative to diet soda. Additionally, stevia can be used to sweeten things with cooking or things like that. It still has a little bit of that bitter aftertaste, but ultimately, the ideal situation would be to, as much as possible, cook and eat whole foods and fruits, vegetables, meats, the things that we already know are best for us. But if you do need that little bit of sweet, that little bit of craving, they do make, for instance, chocolate bars that are sweetened with stevia, like Lily's is a very popular brand, and much, much, much healthier for you. So again, avoid the artificial sweeteners as much as possible. Use healthier natural options. Even things like honey or organic sugar are better for you overall, but they are still sugar. And of course, many of you know the negative effects of those as well. So hope that helps in making your decisions coming into the new year. If you have not made time to watch, I'd highly recommend the Metabolism Masterclass that came out last week. And have a very blessed day.